Skyline episode 5. Episode 5, right, so last one we got all the painting done, blah de blah de blah, all the fabrication. Now it is the fun bit, putting all the brand new expensive bits on. So we are going to start with fuel lines and brake lines, and I'll run you through what I've done, what I'm going to do quickly now. Right, so yesterday I went around the car and we drilled all the holes to mount these, which are going to hold 2 fuel lines and the brake line. So we got one there, there, and there. And then we're going to have 2 AN fittings going straight into the boot for the fuel cell. And then there'll be 2 more bulkhead fittings, AN fittings there. So yeah, drilled the holes. I'll insert a clip. It made me cringe drilling into my nice body shell. Drilled the holes, primered the holes, painted the holes. So I think first job is we're basically going to try and run some brake line front to back where we need it to go to about here. We'll run the fuel line, which is in one big roll, which obviously needs to be cut in half because we need to have 2 fuel lines. So yeah, first job, get some fuel and brake lines mounted, and then we can start putting on. This is just one box of the brand new parts, but just goes to show the quality SR Auto Bodies put into stuff. I mean, look at this. Front hardware package. That's like everything you will need on the front of the car. Let's have a look what we got. Lower arm bolts, brake caliper bolts, tension rod bolts. I mean, all of it. And then look, there's more. Top arm, hub side, diff cover, high cast bolts, top subframe, bushes that haven't been fitted yet because you want to fit them as you go. So yeah, hang on. Boxes and boxes of goodies. There's another one there. I think I've shown you the subframe already. Rear subframes up there. Down there we got hubs, not calipers, hubs, handbrake cables, all sorts. So one step at a time, brand new shiny parts, fuel lines, brake lines. Let's go. Also, before I forget, jacking pads as well. So let me flip you around. No more jacking the car up. Well, obviously I won't, but tyre shops using the sill, because that sill is fucking dead straight. Perfect. I am not having that fucking folded over by a tyre shop. Obviously you could use factory jack points, but I don't want to ruin the paint job. So SR Auto Bodies, again, these little things. I've already done my pilot hole. I'm waiting for my rivets to arrive and my new riv gun. But that's essentially going to go there like that. So it can be jacked up easily. Another one on the other side. And then 2 more at the front. Going for the front bar. So we'll have one there. And one there. There'll be a front bumper off job. But the car's probably going to be stupid low anyway. So you need bumper off to jack it up. Anyway, yeah. Back to fuel lines. Where's this little gadget? How sick is this? Obviously, people normally, to get this straight, they put it through a bit of wood with a small hole, but it never gets perfectly straight. Whereas this, you can run it through 1,000,000 times with 4 different rollers for this size. It'll be perfectly straight. Anyway, let's go. Right then, here we are. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Got most of the fuel lines and brake lines done, so there'll be joins here in both fuel and brake lines, so they run to there. There's them clamps that we talked about. Awesome they are. So you got fuel line, return and feed, and then you got brake line to the rear. They go all the way down using them clamps. Tuck in around that pocket. Along there. We're just putting one more in there. I had to paint it. Comes all the way down here. And then got these 2 holes for the bulkhead fittings for the fuel lines, which will go through there, like so. Where are they? They're in here somewhere. There's one. There we go. So we'll have that bad boy in there, whichever way round. They will screw onto there. Fuel lines for the fuel cell screw onto the other side. We're actually putting 2 of these here as well. Them fuel lines. Right, next we are going to make the brake line that goes from side to side. Basically, it runs along this beam. Take it to the other side. You got that one tucked away down there ready. So get this brake line made, get these bulkhead fittings in, attached to each end, and then it'll be rear subframe and arms. I'll get some of that out shortly. But right, let's finish this rear brake line first. So, there have been some changes that I've not been able to film. Long story short, I've terminated the contract with my electricity company because I'm building this new garage / workshop elsewhere. So I have no electricity and I have to do everything in the dark. The light you see now is actually a workshop light sat over there. So, a fair bit's been done. So I thought, even though it is dark, I'll show you what's been done before it ends up just being the next clip and everything's built. Right, let's flip around, show you what's been done. So, we did the brake line that runs from, you can just see it there, runs all the way along across underneath the subframe. Got the union on this side, and then we got that bit there ready for the braided line. And then what you can see is there's a hub there, look at that. I can't move the bubble wrap because I've just done another coat of paint on the boot. But basically we've got the rear subframe on, all the arms and the hubs, no shafts and no diff. So I'm only trying to get it rolling so I can get it to my new workshop when it's done. It's a shame I've got no proper lights now because this video don't do it justice. Like, that's all brand new. All brand new, all brand new, all brand new nuts and bolts. These nuts and bolts. These kits from SR Auto Source. I mean, look. It's just every little nut and bolt you could possibly need when doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, they've been really good. They've been really good. The old coilovers, do you know what I mean? If I put a new boot on that, they wouldn't look too bad. But it's getting new ones. These have just gone on to get it rolling. Look at the dust. Look at that. Christ. That needs a clean. I'm just waiting for some bits and powder coating, which is like basically the top half of the subframe stuff, the brackets that pin it all down, the nuts and bolts. And then that can be done down fully. Over to the front. Put the front subframe on. Front supports on. Just go and get my steering rack soon from SR Auto Bodies. He's redoing that. So yeah, I thought I'd just, before it gets too far along, show you what's going on. There's some fuel lines, some brake line. Yeah, looks really good, but the annoying thing is it's getting dusty now. So it's almost like all of that underbody needs a full detail. But all we're trying to do is get this rolling so I can get it to my new garage in the beginning of the new year. And then it'll go back on this spit upside down. Some bits might come back off again because I want to clean them and stuff like that. But yeah, problem is next, I've got another operation due very soon. So I will be unable to build the front end. So Paul will do that on his own whilst I'm down and out in bed. So for now, I don't think you're going to see much until I'm back on my feet and we're getting this ready to bring it to my new workshop. So I'll leave you there. Next clip could be random and it'll be 2 months down the line. I don't know, but yeah, we're getting there. That looks awesome. Right, here we go again. It's been 2 months since the last clip you've just seen. Yeah, nearly 3 months, because I've had another operation, anyone that knows me well enough. back on my feet again now. Today is my last day in this unit. It is so empty. I'll have to show you in a minute. I've been saying it for a while. I'm moving because I have got a bit of land which I own, and I've built a double garage / workshop on it. I think I put a teaser clip in the last video. I might put a teaser clip in this one now. So today, that upside down car has to be on all 4 wheels. A lot's been done since the last clip over my having an operation and recovering. We're only a few nuts and bolts away from getting it on all 4 wheels. So before it gets dark, because obviously I don't have electric, I'm moving out. Let's show you some good stuff. So, front end, that won't focus, is pretty much done. We got the track rods and ball ends to go on the steering rack, which is now in. Mentioned in the last clip I needed to collect it. Better than new, that. Better than new. Most of the stuff on here is done. Again, it's getting all dirty. All needs a wipe down. But yeah, today is tension rods. What have we got? I'll show you today. Today is, anti-roll bar brackets, track rods, tie rods, Driftworks tension rods, gaiters, and that's it. And then we put it on wheels, flip it on the right way around and drop it on the floor. So I'm going to move it over to this half of the unit. Oh yeah, look, the unit's empty. There's nothing there. None of the racking, none of the shelving, none of the stuff you'd usually see in the background. Why ain't my camera focused? Ah, it's because of the torch. Where is it? That's better. But yeah, after tonight, I am out of here. Right, my phone is obviously fucked, it must be the light, because yeah. The MX5 is staying for a few more months, and then that will eventually come home. It's staying in here with the new owners, which have got some pretty cool toys themselves. So I think it'll be way too dark later to get any more decent video. Not like this is decent anyway, because it keeps going blurry. But I think the next clip I will save until it's being unloaded into the brand new double garage workshop that I've built. So I will return again soon. So, as you can see from that last clip, we did get it on its wheels, we did move it, it is in its new home. This is the new home. Now, no, it's not as big as my old unit, but this is so close to home. I own it, it's perfect, it's all mine. I'll show you quickly. Right, so coming in. Anyone close to me will know about that car. I'm not going to go through it, but 1 car space, 2 car space, lots of racking, more racking down the back, bench, tools, big double door, Monty's MX5. Yeah, it's perfect. So the Skyline is back on the jig to finish the last bits underneath before it goes on the floor for good. Do you know what? I just realised a minute ago that we've put that in upside down. That made me giggle. That would be in the way of the engine, so I need to flip that. The list. Let's have a look at the list. High cast delete. Got a Driftworks kit back there. Anti-roll bar, rear anti-roll bar, which is back there. Brackets and bushes, which are on that pile. Rear brake dust shields, got them. Modify the front right hub backing plate. It's because I can't remember the exact reason, but the newer models versions come with a tab on it that mine didn't have a tab, and the tab gets in the way, so we need to cut it off. Washers and grease for the front kingpins, and then they can be done up for good. flip the front anti-roll bar, fix any boo-boos on the underside. So when I was putting this back on the jig on my own and wasn't doing it properly, the jig fell over and dug some out of the concrete, and I think there is a slight imperfection scratch on the underseal, so I want to fix that. But the idea is now to basically get this off the jig, get all them parts done, get this off the jig on the wheels, and then, do you know what I mean, under stuff's done. Can start doing the body work. The engine comes back soon. Yeah, we're looking good. Let's try and get on with some jobs. Right then, so first job, I'm going to start at the rear, because I know, well, I'm pretty confident I've got every part to finish the rear. So I'm going to start with the Driftworks high cast delete kit. I'll bang that on quickly. We'll move on to the next job. See how long this one takes me. It should only take 20 minutes. I'm having to get the old tap and die set out, because obviously everything's freshly powder coated. None of the threads are as clean and easy as I would like them. Like the bolt went in all the way. It was a bit crunchy, considering this is all like brand new. So just going to run this through all the holes that need it. I'll try not to take up too much time putting all these individual parts on, or maybe that's how people want to see it. Oh, not even filming that. Yeah. Do you want to see more stuff like this, or more stuff when I show you what I'm about to fit and then come back and it's magically fitted? Let me know in the comments, anyone that is actually watching this. But yeah, this will take me a while. I've got to do all these. I've got the kit laid out on the floor down there. I will come back. Right, just quickly, got the first brackets on for the delete, but this kit is so handy for putting in bushes. I need to put the bush in the hub, which would have been a lot easier when it wasn't on the car. So I had to take off the coilover, get me some room in there, wind this bad boy in, get the bushes in, and then we'll finalise the rest of the kit and move on to the next job. High cast delete fitted. Wasn't too much of a bother, but just spent ages trying to get these exactly the same length and the stickers facing backwards. Got to do it. Little touches, isn't it? Like the car's that clean, why not show off the labels and have them all dead centre, everything measuring exactly the same. At least then when it comes to get tracked for real, it'll just be slight adjustments and should be similar each side. So high cast delete done. Next is anti-roll bar. Rear anti-roll bar, let's get on with that. Here is said anti-roll bar. This is a white line one, so pretty much some of the best of the best. I've already put the poly bushes roughly in the right place. And then to mount them, we have got brand new Nissan genuine parts roll bar brackets. I've just opened that one, fresh, new, but yeah, genuine Nissan parts. There's some more under there, that'll be the next job. So let's get this anti-roll bar fitted to the car. Anti-roll bar is on. Annoyingly, I can't find the bolts to bolt it to the subframe. So it's on, ain't going anywhere, but need to order the 4 bolts for that. Oh, fall off the ladder. Looking good though. Zoom out a bit. Got the high cast delete, the anti-roll bar. I think the only thing left on the rear now is the dust covers, rear brake dust covers. So let's have a look at them. Here are said brake disc dust covers, whatever you want to call them. Genuine Nissan. Oh, I'm upside down. There we go. Genuine Nissan. No one lists them for a GTST, only for a GTR. And I've been told that they should fit. Maybe one or two of these mounting holes might need to be drilled bigger. So we're about to find out. This is a left, which is this side now. So Bear in mind we are upside down. Right, hang on, I can't do this with my hands. I need to put the phone down a sec. Right, after a bit of faffing about, I have worked it out. They do fit, everything's fine. It's just there's no hole for this locator. See, big hole, no little hole. I need to drill a hole for this one here. So I've got it bolted up on the hub, on the bench. Put a little punch in there, drill that hole, put it all back on. Look at that. Beautiful, brand new, everything fresh. Right, holes drilled, repainted so they don't rust, and then fitted again. So there we go. Nice OEM dust shield. What we had on there before, where is the before? There it is. That is a cut down version to allow bigger brakes. So basically, they cut around that rim there. So it still has a backing plate, it holds the handbrake cable. And they're nicely crinkle painted, so there'll be some nice spares if these ever get bent and mashed up. Right, I drilled and painted the other one. Where is it? There we go. I just used a touched up pen. And right, so strip the other hub, bang this one on. Another job off the list. Dust shield number 1, dust shield number 2. So that's all done. Another job off the list, and it's all Loctited up. You can see it, Loctite. We ain't messing around. Let's get to the list. Right, we are getting there. High cast delete done. Anti-roll bar, brackets and bushes, that's done. But I need to order them little bolts. Rear brake dust sheets done. Right then. So I need to order discs as well. I forgot about that. Pads can wait till my calipers are redone. Calipers should really go on, need to buy. But we're getting there. All right, keep going. So I'm pretty much done with the back end until I get the 2 bolts to hold that bracket down. Other than that, back end's all done. Anything without a nylock nut has been Loctited. So yeah, back end's done. I have also flipped the anti-roll bar at the front. Like I said, I had it the wrong way round. It's poking into the engine bay. We don't want that. So next job I can do is to modify this thing. So, something to do with Nissan remaking these, and they put this little tab here. See this little tab? So when I go to put this on, that tab hits this castle nut. Now, I've been told by the professionals that they have no idea why the tab has been put on, and you have to cut this tab off. So I have to cut that tab off, and then I can refit it. The other side, left-hand side's fine. I don't get why. See, that one's on there. Yeah. Alright. Let's just whiz this off then, shall we? While I'm waiting for a few little bolts to tidy up the last bits, I just found this bad boy hiding away on the shelf. This is the heat shield that goes like sort of gearbox, midsection of the exhaust. So I'll bang this on. It said waiting for the last few bolts basically. Should be on our wheels very soon. Right, I am at the point now where I'm gonna go over the underside with a quick detailer and put a cover over the whole lot because everything's pretty much done now. I have the rear discs down there, and what I thought was the whole rear handbrake kit, it's not, it's just the shoes. So I can't even put the shoes and the disc on, but everything's good, everything's clean. I'm just gonna go over it with a microfiber and some quick detailer. Yeah, the high cast is on. I modified that little plate. What else was there? The little bolts for the anti-roll bar bracket. They arrived, so they're on. Just clean it up and cover it up now until I get the rest of the bits for that. And then the discs for the front are coming shortly. And then as soon as the discs are on and the rear handbrake's on, it's going on the floor. So let's give it a quick wipe down, quick detail. Right, so it's been a couple of days since that last clip. We now have all the disc brakes. There's the boxes. So we've got all 4 discs down there. The brand new Nissan shoes over there. And then, yeah, as I said, it's been a couple of days since that clip. So we now have the, well, a brand new assembly kit. Basically, let me sort you around. Right, there we go. So that's the brand new handbrake assembly kit with all like the brand new adjusters. Now, I did have 90% of it in a little tub, but obviously I'm not going to use all that old stuff. So there's a brand new kit there. The annoying thing is, I am missing one of these, which is it's technically a Nissan mechanical part. It doesn't come with that kit. It doesn't come with the shoes. So I've lost one of them. So now I am on hold again until I get one of these. But I have got the, I don't know if you remember on the board, they were called Kingpin washers. So I've got them now. The reason they were hard to get, and you see, well, not hard to get, but for this car, the right size. They're sort of square on one side and round on the other. That locks the Kingpin in, and then gets absolutely smothered in that before its little protective cap goes on. So I can do that, I suppose. I am preparing to go around and torque every nut and bolt to factory settings, because I've now got them. So I've busted out all 3 of me. I didn't even know I had 3. This one I remember, it looks dirty, it's used. This one I don't remember buying, it's still in a fucking wrapper. And this one looks pretty decent, and I don't know where it's come from. I don't know where I've got this from. It is a, let's say, Richmond. Looks pretty decent. But yeah, so I've got 3 of them. No problem with that. We'll go around and we'll do every nut and bolt on the underside to torque spec, just to be OCD. When we get this in, we will go full ham on all the discs, get them all on, and then as soon as the discs and the handbrake assembly is finished off, it's going on its fucking wheels on the floor. Next step shouldn't really cost me much, because it's the next video, sorry, when it's on the floor, will be bodywork, I think. Take all the dents out. I'll have to start looking for things like front fenders. I don't have any at all. Am I going metal? Am I going fiberglass? I have no bumpers. I need rear quarters, over fenders, side skirts. Yeah, none of it. But it's all got to look good. And, well, I have no idea what kit I want to use. So then, next clip is going to be maybe a bit of talking. If not, it'll be a rear handbrake assembly. Let's get this video finished. Let's get this car on the ground. Hang on a dang minute. Something else really important has happened. I completely forgot to put it in the video, but it did only come back 2 days ago. So the engine's back after its full strip down, loads of machining work, full rebuild, all brand new parts. I might try and put a snippet in where maybe some point, maybe in the next video, but I'll read out everything that's been done to it. I can chuck some pictures in here quickly. Look, it's going to be like old school PowerPoint, and slide down and slide up and slide down. Of what was done to the engine, but she sat there. She sat there. Let's have a look. I'll give you a little look. There she is. Let's just get her uncovered. Boom. She is fresh, just like the car. Everything, every nut and bolt is brand new, all machined. I mean, the colour is the same as the undercolour. The rocker covers aren't staying red. I need to get a new one, because this was cut and welded for a Chinese turbo many years ago, and I'm not having that with all the work that's gone into everything. So I just need one of them and then they'll get sent off to be painted. But I mean, she's beautiful. Everything's just brand new. Obviously all the internals have been done. So yeah, can't believe I forgot to mention that. Everything, like, yeah, clutch and flywheel, balance for the crankshaft, the lot. Head drain kit, because, well, you know RBs, they're very common. It's like a new modern fail safe. But yeah, she's sit there under a cover now for quite a while, I imagine. But anyway, yeah, moving on, let's go. Next clip is going to be brakes, torquing, getting it on the floor. End of video. She's the right way up, she's torqued, she's clean, every nut and bolt has been torqued, and a little white paint pen dot on it, so I know I've torqued it. Flipped it over so that I can start doing the handbrake. I'm still waiting for that little clip, but it'd be easier to do the handbrake upright. But now it means I can do these little kingpins, pack them in with grease, get them on there. We're just waiting for this one piece to do all the discs and the handbrake, get it on the floor. What I might do once I've fitted these is I might lower it right down and start getting axle stands ready, because it's really hard to get on these jigs. Like, their base lowest point is really high, higher than what jacks can do. So it's a case of like jacking it up with blocks on the jack to gain that extra height, and it's, yeah, I hate doing it, but this will be the last time it comes off it, so I won't even film putting these in, there's no point. The magical piece has arrived. Well, actually 2 of them. I've already done one side. No point in filming that. But yeah, as you can see, they're all nice colourful springs for different stuff and blah blah blah. There's another orange one under there. But yeah, that's essentially ready for a disc, wheel on, done. I won't show you building it, it is quite bloody faffing about, took me a while. But yeah, these, the final pieces. So I'll bang this one on and we'll come back. Just thought I'd show you quickly the components that are going in. They're old ones, they're already on the arms. There you've got purple, green, blue. Shit, where's the orange one gone? Oh, you're kidding me. Oh no. It's already on there. Whew. Panic then, but yeah. Zinc plated, brand new. Nothing used or second hand going on this. Right, I'll bang them on instead and we'll come back. And that is this video finished. I've not been keeping an eye on how long this video is, but I've got a feeling it's going to be pushing half an hour. But content is content. I'll do as much as I can in the time that I have. But yeah, that's this video finished. We started this in the old unit that I'd been in for 5 or 6 years. So many cars in and out of there. I was building this place. And then obviously finishing this place, moving in, getting rid of the old unit, settling in, getting used to stuff. Like, while I couldn't do bits on Skyline, I fully serviced the BMW the other day. Fuel filter, oil filter, air filter, oil and coolant. Yeah, just doing bits in between. But the next video is going to be body work, and it's going to be a long one because I need to buy a body kit. I ain't buying a cheap shit fake one, do you know what I mean? So I'm expecting £2,000 on body kit and panels. But it will be body work. So I'll start with the dents that are in the car, I'll show you them in a second. But yeah, I stupidly threw away my front wings. They're like 400 quid for a used one. Fiberglass, like 300 quid a pair. Will the fiberglass ones match the body kit I buy? Like, yeah, it's quite hard. But I'll show you what the next video is starting with, and then I'll finish up, I'll leave you to it. So because it don't cost nothing, this will be the first job in the next video. I think I've said before, all of this is me using a crowbar to try and pull the over fenders off that I put on it many years ago. Same both sides, and then this little ding here. I think the roof might have warped a little bit, I can't remember, because of no idea. But yeah, so things like this, do you know what I mean? Like, we'll get all them out here as much as we can. And then yeah, bodywork, fenders, over fenders, bumpers, all of it. I mean, I've got a stock rear bumper out the back, but don't want to put that on. But yeah, thank you very much to the people that do watch this, and yeah, it's been a long video, it's done. Thank you very much. Next video will start in the next few weeks and probably take me nearly a year to make. But do you know what I mean? Engine's back, car's done, home, finished, loving life. Right, thank you very much.